Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, October 20th, 2023. This is John Frenay, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. If you can wait until 2026, you are going to be impressed by the renovations of the Bryce House by Historic Annapolis, and it will not be red brick. It's going to be yellow washed, so it'll look pretty weird. Had a great chance yesterday to check out all of their properties, and the best advice I can give you is to go see their museum at the foot of Main Street. It's called An American Story. It's well worth it. All right, we do have some news, and we need to slide into the weekend. So, shall we? The city of Annapolis saw their 20th shooting of the year last night at about 8 p.m. A male was shot on Ben's Drive in the Bay Ridge Gardens community and flown to shock trauma with life-threatening injuries. When the Annapolis police responded, they were also met with a large fight underway. We do expect the Annapolis police to give us a little bit more information a bit later this morning, so please check back at eyeonannapolis.net. This is happening too frequently across the county. A 71-year-old man was robbed at gunpoint at a local bank branch. This time it was at the Capital One Bank in Gambrills. After withdrawing money at the bank, as he was getting back into his car, a black male, 6'1", about 230 pounds, with a beard and all-black clothing, pointed a gun at him and demanded the money. The man did comply and the suspect fled. There have been about 6 of these type robberies this year, and it usually happens after using an ATM at a branch or exiting the bank itself. My suggestion to keep safe is to pretty much avoid the banks. Pay electronically if possible, but if you need money, maybe avoid the banks and use well-lit stores with people inside, like grocery stores or a convenience store, and put the money away in your purse, wallet, or pocket as soon as possible so no one knows that you have it. This is pretty cool. Anne Arundel County just got the largest grant for alternative transportation in the county's history, and it was the largest grant given statewide. $6.8 million will be divvied up to extend the BWI trail from Maple Avenue to the Nursery Road Light Rail Station. It's also going to do a study to improve the biking and walking routes for schools. Remember those online meetings we talked about a couple of weeks ago? And also to put delineators to create protected bike lanes, since most people need to feel safer on our roads. And you can see an example of those delineators on Jennifer Road between Admiral Drive and the detention center. So, good news for bikers and pedestrians. Okay, that's a wrap on the news. Now, on to that full calendar of events. You have a lot to choose from this weekend. How do I want to do this? All right, we're going to go chronologically. Tonight, WIT opens up at Colonial Players, and it is going to run through November 11th. Tomorrow is a busy one. Tomorrow morning, Nancy Hammond Editions will release their annual poster. This year it is called Livin' the Life. And Nancy actually will be there herself in her new studio gallery in Eastport. This is on 6th Street, where the banks used to be. Go early as the prices rise as more are sold. At noon, Navy is going to be taking on Air Force at a sold-out game at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. Make sure you follow our live blog on eyeonannapolis.net and on Twitter for all the updates. Also at noon, the city will be celebrating the Old Fourth Ward Unity Day at People's Park and Clay Street. And that's going to go from noon to 9 p.m. At 1 p.m., the Inner West Street Association hosts the annual Fall Festival, which will then morph into Dinner Under the Stars in the evening. This is all in that first block of West Street. And of note, there is a Corgi parade at 1:30. At 2 p.m. up at Homestead Gardens in Davidsonville, this is the final weekend for their fall festival, but they are having a critter crawl. Dress up your pet, and you could win a bunch of sweet prizes. You do need to pre-register. It is free, but do that at homesteadgardens.com, and then you want to look under their events tab. And that's it for Saturday. Sliding into Sunday, the Fall Festival moves to Maryland Avenue from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and this is a bit more low-key than the one on West Street, which I kind of like the low-key ones. And be sure to stop at Galway Bay for a taste of that great eggnog. And also on Sunday, it is Annapolis Subaru's #MakeADogs Day. This is really to encourage people to adopt an underdog, seniors, ones with medical issues or disabilities, but also just to do something nice for any dog. So do something nice for your dog or your neighbor's dog and post it up on social media with the #MakeADogsDay. Whew. We're done with the events. Today on Canines and Crosstreks, we meet two sweet husky mixes, Red Hot and Hershey. Hershey, I can get behind. Red Hot, that's a really weird kind of a name. That might need to change. But this is a twofer because these two are bonded. Listen to our spot now and then check out eyeonannapolis.net at noon for our irresistible photos and get all the information on how you can adopt them. And again, don't forget that we have that brand spanking new daily newsletter that features only the top local news stories of the day. We send it out to your email inbox at 7 p.m. every night. Yes, that is 365 days a year, all without a paywall. It's perfect for keeping up with the weekend's news since we don't do a DNB on Saturday or Sunday. And here's a link right here in the show notes for you to subscribe. Tomorrow on the Local Business Spotlight, we're going to be speaking with Beth from Sage Vintage over there at Local by Design at the Gallery. And next weekend, it's Leslie with the Benjamin Mario Shadrick Foundation. All right, that's it. It's time to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every day. I do hope that we add some value to your world. And if we do, please leave a review somewhere or tell a friend to give us a listen. We also want to thank our sponsors, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, Scout and Molly's, and Alpha Engineering. It's Friday, the weekend's here, and now it's time to say have a great weekend. Be nice to others, do something fun, beat Air Force, and keep shopping local. Other than that, we're going to see you on Monday. Now hang tight because George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with the only locally forecast weather report you will find. And of course, Canines and Crosstreks, so do hang around for that. All that's coming your way in just a minute.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, October 20th. Yesterday was a nice one for the Annapolis region, but clouds and showers will take over for the next 24 to maybe 36 hours, with a cold front approaching from the west, with temperatures then getting a bit chillier across the area starting Sunday, with AM lows in the 40s early to mid next week, and possibly even dipping into the upper 30s in a few spots. Look for mostly cloudy skies today, with a chance of showers, with highs in the upper 60s to maybe near 70 degrees, with rain chances technically sticking around through much of Saturday, with highs Saturday in the mid-60s. From there, it will be sunny and breezy Sunday, with highs around 60 degrees, so dress accordingly if headed out and about. As for next week, it should be another nice one, with sunshine each day through at least Friday, but it will be a bit chilly Monday and Tuesday, with PM highs around 60 and PM lows around 40 degrees. Okay, that's it for today and this week. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Advanced illness decisions aren't always easy. Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, wants you to know you do have a choice over who provides care, what type of care, and when and where your loved one receives that care. Learn more at hospicechesapeake.org.
Ready for a new look for those end-of-summer parties? Come see us at Scout and Molly's. I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate this great little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center. Come enjoy a fun, in-person shopping experience with a bonus. real customer service. We'd love to help you pick out the perfect outfit for back-to-school Annapolis boat shows and nights out with your friends. Scout and Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thanks for shopping local.
That can only mean one thing. We're headed to the SPCA of Anne Arundel County with Annapolis Subaru to play with the pups for this week's Canines and Crosstreks. Sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. Higher standards.
Well, back here with Canines and Crosstreks, and man, we got two. Are they Huskies or mixes?
They are Siberian Husky mixes.
They're very cool.
Aren't they gorgeous?
One's like little and the other one's like medium.
Yeah. And one's got the big fluffy paws and one's a little leaner. But they're both males. They're 11 months old.
And their names?
Their names are, well, Hershey is the brown one. And then Red Hot is obviously the reddish tone one. But you can see they're bonded, so they will be adopted together. They love each other. We had them outside, and they were just, they wanted us just to let them off those leashes so they could just go have fun together. So, but they're friendly. They can be shy at times, but otherwise, most of the time, as you can see, when they first got here, they were very shy. So we have definitely made them more social.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe that.
No, I know. They were found as strays. They're very treat motivated.
As we all are.
Yeah, exactly. Who isn't, right? But they are buddies, so they have to go together. And
They totally are. And they've got two different coats. One's got more of a, I'll say a shepherd coat.
yes.
And the other one's got more of a traditional husky with
absolutely.
the multiple.
They both have the husky eyes, though.
They're gorgeous.
They aren't.
And we took some really great pictures.
If somebody were to adopt Hershey or Red Hot on October 22nd, they would definitely make those dogs' days. Which would be a hashtag, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Sounds like a good
Like-
hashtag, doesn't it?
National Make a Dog's Day?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
See?
October 22nd.
That's the Subaru thing.
Subaru's made up holiday. It's great.
There you
It's like
go.
everyone's got
They're
one.
better
of these.
than
It's like
Hallmark.
siblings
Subaru can do
days,
it.
daughter
That's right.
days. Now it's National Make a Dog's Day.
Subaru made that happen.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
awesome.
Well, that's the drive to adopt underdogs from shelters is really kind of what it is. And if you're looking for a good cry, go to Subaru's YouTube commercials and look at that
Oh my
one.
gosh,
and
the
it's
best.
just
The best.
sort of a subtext to that, because not everybody can go out and adopt
a dog.
a special needs dog from or an underdog from a shelter, but to do something nice for your dog, just period.
That's
and post
right.
it to social media with the hashtag Make a Dog's Day.
Yeah.
On Sunday the 22nd.
Yeah, get him a nice treat, a bone.
Take them for a nice long walk.
walk.
This time of year is so perfect. I mean, this is like husky weather, too. And you saw Cody, the Malamute, outside, and he's loving this weather. We cannot get him inside.
They're
'Cause
loving
he's
it.
like, no,
Yeah.
this is fine. I like this cold.
We've also got the next Wednesday. We're going on the road to Subaru.
Hitting the road. Well, it's a home game for me.
It is
true.
a home
You
game.
know, road game
We're
for
going
you
on the road.
guys. Yep, home game for me.
That's true, but
I
we're
won't
going
be late.
Well, Annapolis Subaru at 149 Old Solomon's Island Road. And it's 1 o'clock, right? 1 to 3?
Yeah, 1 to 3, and we're just encouraging everybody to, if you'd like to come out, please bring some food for the dogs, not for the humans.
That's right.
For the animals.
Well, they can do both, right?
Try
I'll
to
take
fill
them.
fill the food bank for you guys.
Yeah, and we appreciate that because we desperately need food, obviously all year round, and also our food bank. So it's a help with the families out there that need it, and also for our animals here. But we're going to have fun. We're going to have the mobile unit's going to be there, so we're going to have adoptable cats and dogs, and maybe throw a little rabbit or a guinea pig in there too.
And we'll do this like podcast there live as well. So if anybody's got some stories they can tell about adopting a dog from the SPCA, or if any got Subaru stories,
that would be
That's
great.
right.
you can come and talk about your Subaru stories as well. And we'd love to have you join us, but we will be there at 149 Old Solomon's Island Road. Again, no mandatory purchase of Subarus.
No
or
obligation
adoptions
to
of
purchase.
puppies,
Buy a
but
car
that's-
and
yeah.
adopt a dog.
Yeah. But
Besides that,
if you do come that day and, decide to adopt an animal and buy a dog, then, we would probably cover your adoption fee.
how about that?
That's
Isn't
true.
that
Well,
great?
you're covering, you're probably covering most of it is with Subaru Loves Pets Month.
That's
right.
true.
$100.
$100 per animal per
Is
kitten.
it's still October?
It is still October.
Holy smokes.
And last week we got the nice sponsorship.
Maybe we're gonna have to start bringing food for the employees.
Yeah, maybe.
That's right.
Depending on how many animals have been adopted.
That's right.
true.
The SPCA has the Trick or Treat Trail coming up on the 28th and 29th.
That is right. We have the daytime and also at night. So daytime is for the kids and the dogs, and at night it's for the adults.
Okay, so then that's $5, pretty much a donation for the kids, and you can walk the trail that goes down all the way down by the back creek.
Oh, it's fun. Yeah.
And you're going to be able to pick up some candy and stuff.
We're going to have candy here. We're going to have
That's
candy
awesome.
and some treats for the dogs. And as a matter of fact, that's the candy that's ready and waiting that Red Hot's trying to get to right now. But
Red
it's
Hot
a lot
trying
of
to get
fun.
some Red Hots.
So we're hoping people bring their kids and you can dress up and walk the trail and just have a good time.
And then you can drop the little kids off at home and come back.
That's right. For the
As
scary
adults.
part.
Now, when you say that, it's not adults only, but I mean, it's
Right.
teenagers.
It's just, you don't want to bring your 5-year-old
Whoever
and think
can
it's going to
handle
be
it.
fun. That's right.
I mean, is it really scary?
Well, we did a good job of scaring some people last time. So,
Jump scares? Like,
yeah.
Nice.
We were.
Jump on out and touch them. And
Yes.
That's fun.
Nick and Shane are going to be doing the trail for us. They're the ones that are planning the event. So Nick used to work here and Shane still works here. So together they're going to be doing this great event.
do you get scared, Kelly?
I don't go to the nighttime.
You don't
one.
go to the nighttime?
I don't want to do
You
that. I'm going to go to the daytime one.
You know what I think would be fun is if we knew somebody that maybe worked at like Annapolis Subaru and maybe could hook us up with a Crosstrek and put a dead body at the end of a Crosstrek. Just to prove that the Crosstreks are not just for canines.
That's
they
right.
could be for body disposal.
Yeah, that'd be good.
as well.
That's it.
Yeah, body
That's it.
disposal. I think we should just have Cyrus at the end. Just waiting to jump everybody.
You must behave or Cyrus will bite
Cyrus is
you.
going to get you.
I can't believe you still talk about him. He's a good boy now. He is a good boy. But it is funny because every morning when I go to pick him up, take him off the bed to take him out, he gives a little a growl. But then he starts wagging his tail like, haha, psych.
Yeah, he's like, remember when I didn't like you, but now I do?
That's right. Remember when I used to be? Well, not anymore.
Remember when you tried to have somebody else adopt me and I just made it
Made it not happen.
impossible?
Yeah, the meet and greets didn't go so well. We also have some fun stuff this weekend, though, and that is we have the Critter Crawl.
Oh, that's up
that's
right at
happening
Homestead
at
Gardens.
Homestead Gardens. So
That's on
that'll
Sunday.
be great.
Saturday.
That is right. And I believe the last, the sign up is at midnight. You have to sign up by midnight on October 20th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the final weekend for their Fall Fest as well.
That's right.
And that's really great this year.
Oh my God, they have so many fun things to do there. And the prizes are going to be great, as always, for the Critter Crawl. And I think they're also going to have Dan Haas and Orlando Phillips on the 21st and 22nd.
Oh, both
so for
fun.
their final, Fall Festival days. Those are the two.
Both fun. Yeah, I had somebody that was up there last weekend and brought me back something I totally didn't need with those wonderful apple cider donuts.
Oh God, are they good? Oh, they're fabulous.
They're incredible.
So when you're thinking about dressing up your dog for that day, what it's going to be is they judge on best costume, originality, creativity, and of course the effort, which I think is really cool to add in there because some people just make a great effort in making their dogs look really cool for Halloween. So
It's not limited to dogs
it's not
either.
limited to
I've
dogs.
seen
That's
some
right.
some reptiles there as well.
Yeah.
And I've seen some other things. And then you've got Lights on the Bay, of course, we're just coming up. Of
course.
Lights and Leashes is the 17th and 18th.
That is correct.
And Lights on the Bay starts the 19th.
On the
And then
19th.
you're going to have to leave your pups in the car for that one.
Yeah. And just this past Sunday, we unloaded 3 tractor trailers of display lights. So in the rain. Where were you, Billy?
I never got a call.
Okay.
Did the Annapolis Subaru light, is it looking good?
It is looking good, of course. We
Love
can't
it.
wait to see what car you bring out this
Love
year.
it.
But it was a lot of fun, and it was fabulous because in the many years that we've been doing this, we unloaded 3 tractor trailers with this fabulous group of volunteers in 2.5 hours.
Okay, so now everything's
was it.
just sort of out there, ready
Everything
to be
is
assembled
out
now.
there, and they were going to get going on putting all these displays out. But
That's exciting.
it was pouring down rain.
I would have just slowed you down.
It was nothing that
probably
donuts
taken
and
3
coffee
hours.
couldn't. Yeah, you would have. We would have just been talking.
Yeah.
Be like, oh my gosh. But we used to do it in 2 shifts, but we had such a great group of volunteers. We moved.
Awesome. Well, lightsonthebay.org. You can get tickets and you can get information if you would like to sponsor. There's probably some time to get some sponsors
is,
in
yeah.
there. Make sure that you get into the park and everything else. It's a lot of fun. It's
Gonna be a lot of fun.
Just make sure you take your 3D glasses off once you leave the park.
Before you hit
if you're
50.
driving.
If you're driving, do not.
You want to
exit
see
the park
you want to
with
see
your
all the
3D.
little Santas and candy canes around all the lights on the road.
That's right. You're going to blame
And then
the
before
SPCA.
you know it, it's going to
Yeah.
be little blue and red Santas and
There-
candy canes
Yeah.
in your rearview mirror.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, what is your problem? Why are you driving that way? It's all the SPCA spot. It's the 3D glasses.
Did you order your wilderness yet?
Thought we were going to
I'm going to do it.
on the
I'm going to do it on the 25th. That's it.
Yeah.
That is what we're doing.
We're going to walk Kelly through the process.
Oh, no, you better jump on it, because I read a review that said the end line was, this thing's going to sell itself.
Oh, see, it was worth the wait. I waited for the wilderness.
Well, check this other thing. This is Autoblog review of the Crosstrek Wilderness. Said the Crosstrek Wilderness impresses with its comfortable ride and quality, the general vibe that you can drive the doors off of it and bash it into sand dunes and know that it'll keep on trucking. Wow. Surprisingly, on pavement, the Wilderness doesn't have a lot of road noise, despite being lifted with all-terrain tires. The wind noise is relatively minor, too. A commanding seating position and low cow makes the Crosstrek easy to drive both in town and on the freeway. And while the steering is pretty light, it got a nice amount of feedback. Like all Crosstreks, the Wilderness would make a super pleasant daily driver. It'll even return a respectable 27 miles per gallon.
Wow. Okay.
Adding the Crosstrek Wilderness to Subaru's portfolio is a no-brainer. This thing's going to sell itself.
That sounds like a pretty solid review to me.
That is awesome.
Yeah, all the Wilderness models are great. We actually have a really good inventory of the Outback Wilderness right now.
I saw those.
The
They're very
Forester
cool.
Wilderness. We actually have more Foresters than we've had in like 3 years right now.
Nice.
So,
well, in this review, they were saying that that Subaru really knows what they're doing, because when they add the Wilderness trim level to it, they really do very good, and people love them.
Well, they're funky and they're hardy looking and
cool. They're rugged.
They're rugged.
They're rugged.
You like your word better than mine, I know.
Yeah,
that was
rugged. Funky.
Girly words. Funky. They're funky.
Funky.
Funky. So funky.
They're rugged. They're tough.
Well, there's plenty of dates to look at. You've got Saturday at Homestead Gardens, which is the Critter Crawl. You've got Sunday, which is Make a Dog's Day, hashtag, of course, to do something good for your dog, or do something good for your neighbor's dog if you don't have a dog. That'd be a nice thing to do.
Just ask him first.
That.
You know, make sure they don't have any allergies.
Right.
And if you have
peanut allergies.
the ability, go check out the SPCA and see if there is an underdog that may be available for adoption.
We have lots of seniors.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
Homes.
I mean, obviously, you know, anytime you get a pet and bring it into your home, it's a commitment for a certain period of time. But, you know, a lot of these dogs, you know, they've lived their lives for, you know, in comfort for so long, and they deserve to have the remaining years.
Their golden years.
Yeah,
that's right.
You know? So,
I mean, especially when you hear like the owner had passed away or something like that. And they've, you know, you can tell that they've been not in a bad way, but spoiled all their lives and everything else. And now all of a sudden they're here.
They're well trained.
They're so confused because they've been with their owner for so long and used to the same house and the same sofa, the same bed, and now they're here. So that's
very rewarding to do that, I would say.
Not that here is a horrible place to live, but it's not as good as a home.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Once their building gets done, these dogs are not, they're going to act like Cyrus. They're going to be like, I don't want to leave here. This place is sweet.
Exactly. They'll be like, we're fine. We don't have to go anywhere.
Hey, Frank, just bite the kid. They'll never take you.
They'll never know.
But then, so you've got Sunday, which is the Make a Dog's Day, and then of course next Wednesday up at 149 Old Solomon's Island Road at Annapolis Subaru.
It'll be a party.
Yeah, do that. Come on out, and I mean, if you've got a story about your adopted dog, we'd love to hear it. If you'd like to talk about how well your Subaru is held up, or how much you love your Subaru, come. We'd like to hear that too.
Yeah.
And 1 to 3. Be awesome, and bring food for the dogs.
That's right.
Not for the
We'll
people.
be there.
Yeah, bring donations.
Yeah. And then just keep in mind that you've got the October 28th and 29th here at the SPCA, which is the Trick-or-Treat Trail or the Forest of Fear, and Lights on the Bay a little bit later on in the year. So
a lot of action.
That's it.
We thought we were going to calm down and go a little bit slower in the fall. But I guess not.
Yeah, not here at the SPCA.
No. I mean, it's almost winter.
If you would like to adopt Hershey or Red Hot, which are not Hershey or Hershey and Red Hot,
and
Red Hot, they are bonded. They are so cool. AAC SPCA is where you can get that started. I'm not sure whether they're going to be there next Wednesday or not, but they might be.
They're pretty good looking pups. I don't see them
gorgeous.
sticking around long.
They are handsome.
And again, of course, you can go to AnnapolisSubaru.com, check out all of the wonderful models that they have up there.
Tons of cars in stock. 60-plus new cars, 60-plus used cars.
My Sunday stalking.
You don't have any used cars. You have previously owned
vehicles. Good selection
Well,
of
they last
certified
forever.
pre-owned vehicles.
See, look at that. I'm learning.
Yeah, well done,
it.
John. Well
Look
done.
at you. Go over there and sell some.
You're getting it.
We will see you next week from outdoors, or maybe indoors if it's raining, whatever it is. But at Annapolis Subaru, we won't be here in the conference room at the SPCA. But again, aacspca.org and AnnapolisSubaru.com.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.